Welcome to my TED Talk, not actually. I'm here to explain what Dream SMP is from somebody who does not know anything about Dream SMP.
Yeah.
My name is Genny. Here with me is Judah They Knows.
Hello.
They'll be my audience for today.
Yes.
Okay, so here is my disclaimer. I have not consumed any media from Dream SMP. You can see that I've gleaned most of this information from being part of a fandom that's very closely related to this Dream SMP, and from a friend of mine making references to it during what's known as lore building to us, but in reality it's just us talking about Tumblr posts. I have a slide on in between for more details, and just so you know, anything I say can be wrong. I do not know anything about this SMP, so you know how I'm just gonna say shit that no one is gonna understand, and it's gonna be fun. You have been warned. I could be saying some shit that doesn't make sense at all, but I will be saying it anyway.
Yeah.
So some table of contents. You can see I have a couple of topics I want to handle today, including Connor Eats Pants. I saw that he was in an awesome SMP a few days ago. It's a Roblox SMP, I think.
I love Connor Eats Pants.
Yeah, it's not a survival.
That's my streamer. That's my streamer. Connor Eats Pants. That's my favorite white boy. That's my favorite white boy.
That's your favorite white boy, including yourself.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself your favorite white boy?
No.
Then who is your favorite white boy? Connor Eats Pants?
Connor Eats Pants. Yeah.
Is that your only favorite white boy?
Technoblade's up there.
Is he white?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of expected that, considering the fact that he is popular on YouTube.
He's only done like one face reveal ever, and it was after he beat Minecraft using a steering wheel.
He did what?
Don't worry about it, just move on.
Okay. So, this is where I get this info. I am a Hermitcraft fan, and Dream SMP is very closely related to Hermitcraft. You can see here, big fucking overlap.
I am not super into Dream SMP, but like, I keep up with it because, like I said, Connor Eats Pants that's my favorite white boy.
I love that's what we're referring to him now by.
Yeah.
Okay, into the actual lore that I do know. Carl, a time traveler, dies for the first time, uses up one of his first canon lives, and appears here in his all-white space.
Hey, what's a canon life?
A canon life? I do not know what a canon life is. I think they have a limited number of lives, like a limited number of respawns. Minecraft is the kind of game where you either respawn once. I mean, if you not respawn once, you live once and you die and you don't play the game on that world ever again, or you respawn as many times as you want. But in SMPs, generally, you can respawn as the rules are different in SMPs because there's lore sometimes and there's sometimes not lore. But sometimes in situations where there is lore, there are rules regarding how you can respawn. And the copied city from Nier Automata is something that looks very similar to the In Between. I have some screenshots of it to compare it in the next slide, but we were building a castle very similar to the not the copied city, the In Between on Air SMP, which is the one I run. And Brick brought it up, and he was like, "Oh hey, we could probably draw some inspiration from this." And I was like, "Wait, I don't know what that means." And he was like, "Oh, I'll give you the Wikipedia page on it. Not the Wikipedia,
yeah.
The fandom wiki page."
Same difference.
Exactly. So this is a screenshot comparison. Nier Automata is one of my favorite games, and I have never played it, but I get very similar vibes between In Between and Nier Automata's copied city. The copied city is a lot more clinical. It feels like in the lore of Nier Automata, it's meant to be very clinical. It's meant to be very whitewashed, literally whitewashed. And there's no sense of life whatsoever in here.
Okay.
But it has this very nostalgic, uncanny vibe because it looks very much so looks like something that could exist in real life, just with all the color drained out of it. And the same applies for the In Between. And I do not know much about the In Between because I literally do not know anything about the Dream SMP, but there is a sense of nostalgia to it. Like, see that weather rose right in the middle there. It's so out of place. It doesn't belong here in this all white space. A splash of color in this otherwise monochrome world. And I remember seeing screenshots of it, like from other angles. There's this courtyard area and there's a swing there, and I have no idea what the lore implications of that are. But
neither do I. I literally haven't followed the in-between lore at all.
Yeah, I don't understand why there's a swing, but it just gives me such.
This is the first time I've ever seen a screenshot of the in-between.
Wait, really?
Yeah. No, I have not been paying attention to Carl's lore.
I see. Who have you been following instead then?
Connor Eat Pant.
Of course. But he doesn't interact with the lore though. I'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. Mm-hmm. I've also been following Ranboo and like Philza and
I see.
Tommyinnit. Like,
hold on, there's a mosquito. Shit. Fuck, it's on my microphone. No, I don't want to have it. Oh, I can't get it. It flew away. Oh well. So I'm just so excited to like see somebody who understands what I mean when I say there's such a connection between these two places. Like, I know this trope is not overused or anything, but it's quite common. But I just feel like people should use this all-white world that has an uncanny resemblance to reality trope more often, because it brings up it's such a vibe. Like, it has so much emotion to it, but like without saying much.
Like the world between worlds from Narnia.
Anyway, we lingered on this page long enough.
Yeah.
So, I genuinely do not know if child abuse actually happens in Dream SMP, but it appeared on my Twitter, and I felt a little weirded out by it, because I thought that Dream SMP was just something for fun, but I guess people actually die in this game, and Tommyinnit, who was like 16 years old at the time, I think, he was younger than me, but like, he gets exiled from his home. Apparently exiling is a thing. I know that some of his friends actually got like slaughtered in front of his own eyes, and then I think that's what people were referring to. I'm not sure, but this is also related to the fact that Philza only has one life. Like, I think I'm not sure if he's playing hardcore or if he actually only has one life.
I think it's a mixture of the fact that Philza is known for his hardcore, so he's only got one life out of the lore. But I think also in lore, he used to have an army and he died twice before joining the series.
Ah, I see. So the free respawn rule still applies, but in a warped sense.
Yeah.
I see. So that brings us to our next point. Dying makes you a ghost, I think. I noticed my pig possessing thing actually got. I realize now that it's incorrect, because Rick told me that he's like in a different skin, and then somebody else, like his ghost possesses him, and his actual like sentient ghost possesses his ghost. Like, it's like a body swap, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to explain that.
I see.
Without going into what it actually is, you know?
Yeah. I still want to talk about how Wilbur Soot did a horizontal boogie with a fish. And I'm pretty sure that the fish itself is like an accountant and like has a managerial position in like some form. I don't know why that a fish has the ability to do that, but like,
yeah, they're Fundy's parents.
What?
They're Fundy's parents.
What?
Yeah, the fish and Wilbur are Fundy's parents.
Who's out here? Okay, I'm not gonna judge, but okay.
That was some very early Dream SMP lore where they were just messing around and it kind of just stuck.
I see.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on to L'Manberg. It's a nation that got blown up. I'm not sure if they used like a TNT cannon or like if there was TNT built into the city itself by some mole, but I heard a lot. I read a lot of fics that involved crossovers from what's called Hermitcraft and Dream SMP. So whenever anyone brings up the HCBBS machine from Hermitcraft, they have to make a connection to the blowing up of L'Manberg, because that apparently traumatizes people if their home gets blown up. So I think that's has something to do with it. Like, either there was rockets or there was TNT, and the sound of exploding rockets is very similar to TNT. So I think that connection has a little bit.
There was both.
It was both?
Yep.
Okay. I think that Brooke told me that there was that it was only TNT, and I maybe he was thinking of something else then.
I might be thinking of something else.
That's okay. Neither of us know enough about Dream SMP to explain it like in full, so.
Yeah, not this part.
Yeah. Okay, so Technoblade is a person that plays on Dream SMP. He's not retired, but I don't know what he retired from. He might have been a hunter for hire, and I know that in Sai's live chat when we were first doing Ear for the first time, people were saying like, "Blood for the blood god, blood for the blood." Oh
yeah, that was me. That was me.
Yeah, that was you.
That was me.
I still don't know if he's the blood god or if like he's controlled by a blood god or like he worships the blood god. I have no idea.
So, out of lore, that was a saying of his before joining the Dream SMP, and he was the blood god because he used to have a super large Skyblock Skywars streak. So like he was just the best at Skywars, you know.
I see.
So he was the blood god, but he's not anymore on the Dream SMP.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, they still chant it though.
Yeah, this is not the fans. And his fans actually appear to him as voices in his head that only he can hear. So I heard that bestiality is canon to Dream SMP, and Mpreg is also canon to the Dream SMP. And me, at the late night when I was making this presentation, was thinking, how does bestiality and Mpreg both exist and work together in an SMP where hybrid people apparently exist? So I thought about it, and I was like, Technoblade's a piglin hybrid? Question mark, question mark, question mark? I've seen a lot of fan art, and I don't know what to think about of it, and I'm just gonna assume that that's because Technoblade's parents maybe... So I know that it was retconned that he's no longer a son of Philza, but I'm gonna assume that one of his parents did horizontal boogie with a piglin, and maybe both of his parents were men, or at least identify as men, and that's what Mpreg is canon. I know that he's also a PvP legend because of all the. I've watched a single one of his streams. So that was the rebellion at in Hypixel Skyblock, but I didn't watch to the end, so I don't know if he's actually like that good of a fighter. I didn't watch the actual battle, so. And now we're on to Judah's favorite white boy. To quote Judah himself, he's a live streamer, he plays on the Dream SMP but doesn't interact with the lore at all. And I heard that he's the most active member on the Dream SMP, and he makes the most content on the server, but I'm not entirely sure. He's a variety streamer, and I bet he actually eats pants. I'm not sure how you do that though. Does raw pants like give you food poisoning if you don't cook it right, or?
He just eats them.
I see. His stomach is so strong he doesn't care. So, the only reason why I know about Connor Eats Pants is because Judah brought him up during an Air Pearl stream.
Yeah.
He said he wants to be like Connor Eats Pants, but like look where he is now.
I'm the main character on accident.
Yep.
Me and Genny are main characters. Oops.
Oops. So Ramba Beloved, yes, he's actually named Beloved. He's half Enderman, and his chat appears to him as Enderman particles, and that's about it. I don't know much about him aside from his design on his like skin design, and it's a pretty cool design.
He's like the main character of the recent Dream SMP.
Uh-oh. It's a shame that I don't know anything about him then. I only know he's half Enderman.
Yeah,
And apparently
he also did an
beloved.
ARG.
How?
I don't know.
What did he do? You just heard that he did an ARG about...
Oh, I watched a video on the ARG, and I still don't understand it.
Oh, jeez. ARGs are so cool, but I never have the knowledge or the skills to actually take part in them.
Inserts me saying backwards something here.
I wish I was able to reverse that, but I never found the time to do
It's fine,
that.
don't worry, I'll be able to...
Tubbo, he's associated with bees. I bet he likes jazz. I think that on Air SMP we actually did like a joke where Breck and I grabbed a bee and shoved it in a boat and put it next to a piglin named Mascot and a Enderman named Ronboo. I think we took a photo of it and put it in pics, but the creeper walked up to where Tubbo was located, and I didn't want to get close to it because Judah took my bow and never gave it back to me. So I was just standing as far away as I could without angering as close as I can without angering the Enderman and not the Enderman, the creeper, and took a photo of it and set it in pics.
I remember that.
That's about all I have for Tubbo because I genuinely do not know a lot about these people aside from maybe Philza, I guess, and maybe Technoblade. They seem to be more popular in my circles, so. Here we go, Philza Minecraft. Last name actually Minecraft.
Yeah,
canon,
that is it.
Philza is Wilbur and Tommyinnit's dad, right?
Yeah.
I think so, okay. So, their parent, the other partner, his partner was a Samsung Smart Refrigerator. Apparently no shapeshifting was involved, and somehow Tommy and Wilbur resulted from that. Talked about this before that Techno used to be a sibling of theirs, but that was retconned, so they're now just family friends. His chat appears to him as a flock of crows. That's about it, I think. I'm not sure if I know he's like considered older in the canon. All I know about is a crow showing up to him saying leak the kin list, old man, and that's about it. I saw somebody draw fan art of that, and that's how I figured out that he's an old man.
Yeah.
But everyone draws him as like nicely aged man, so I'm like, is he old?
He's in his 30s, which is old for Minecraft YouTube.
Huh. I mean, a lot of the hermits that I know are like in their 30s, I guess, and married and have kids.
Yeah.
So
Old for new Minecraft YouTube. He's like Captain Sparkle's age.
I see. You know, the new generation of Minecraft fans kind of scare me.
Yeah.
But that's not here nor there. Michael, he's Rambo and Tubbo's adopted son because no Emperor this time. He lives in Tubbo's attic, and they're actually a zombie piglin, a baby zombie piglin that they adopted. I'm not sure how the logistics of like getting an undead person to be your son and actually getting to stay like somewhat tame how that works, but they make it work, so props to them.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I literally do not know anything else that comes to mind. I think that Dream SMP is just one of the things that I know cursory information about, and sometimes way too much information about, like how the Samsung Smart Refrigerators end up getting pregnant, and how people do the horizontal boogie with fish.
The horizontal monster mash.
Oh, jeez, don't call it that. I don't want to think about it
That's
like that.
that's what I think that's from Futurama.
Oh, I never watched Futurama.
I haven't either, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's from.
I see. But like that is accurate though. This entire SMP has like vibes of some people just going crazy at the beginning and then never retconning it until the end. Has Dream SMP ended yet? It's still
Yeah,
going
it's been
on?
going on for over a year now.
What do you mean it's still going on?
Right now it's kind of on a break, because, like, so it became too involved with the lore, so people stopped wanting to play on it casually, so they had to figure out how to, basically everyone expects a ton from all the streams, so...
It's getting
So yeah,
too much pressure.
it's not too much pressure because they're still doing them. They're just not doing them super often because, you know, it's a lot of work. So.
Mm-hmm. That's relatable though of a lot of
Yeah,
television.
we've got no room to talk. We do that exact same stuff for air.
Yeah, oh my god. We're literally in the middle of like another plot line, another arc for two of our characters to the players, and I feel like we need to step on it and like get it done because we haven't done work on it in a very long time.
We're probably gonna stream that next week.